I want to share a personal story. When I was in a country operation, what happened is that an armed group um, took me as a hostage for several days, and the organization that employed me, they left me behind. So that group took my passport, everything I had, my laptop, my external hard drives, even my clothes, everything, and left me in one um, apartment. I couldn't communicate with anyone. I couldn't speak to anyone. I was under extreme level of pressure in a country that technically it's not my country. I couldn't even share what's happening with me. And there was a colleague with me also going through the same situation. And that colleague also was under so much pressure. And, the days will come and go, and we are extremely isolated in that apartment. And you are just sitting with your thoughts. You are in the middle of a crisis. You are not sure what tomorrow will look like. And you are waiting for them to come to the apartment to take you somewhere or see what will happen. And when I don't tell this story that much, but when I tell it, people always ask me, and how did you manage to deal with that? What did you do? And all these things. So technically what I did, I had to pause, and I became three versions of myself. The first version is the past me, the old version of me, who also went through so many crises and struggles and all that. The second version is the present me, who's dealing with the thing that's happening. And the third version is the future me, who is living in the future, went through this current crisis, and looking at, okay, what could possibly go well, what could go wrong, like imagining all the different scenarios. And remember, I am in that apartment isolated, and my other colleague is also in the stress panic mood. So technically, I had to speak to myself in those three versions. And because of that technique that I did, and later life tested me again and again, again in similar situations where I had to speak to those three versions became like the council, assessing, thinking, looking at the situation from different angles, and agreeing that no matter what we do, those three versions, those are the values and the things, the principles that we are going to stick to, and we are going to deal with X, Y, Z in different cases. Now, the main reason why I'm saying this story, because of course, it's so easy when we talk to leaders and tell them, oh, you should reflect, you should think, you should pause. They will look at this from like a naive perspective or something. And when we talk about an organization, they will also look at it from organizational side. But here I'm talking about one individual who went through extreme level of stress in a crisis. Tomorrow is not clear. And the way to deal with that was actually pausing, reflecting, and thinking.